Hi everybody, welcome back to my kitchen. So today I thought that we would do another sweet treat. This is probably gonna be the most delicious cake and the easiest cake you're ever gonna make. You're gonna make this, you're gonna bring it to probably your next holiday event or your next Halloween party, and it's gonna be the hit of the party, I promise. I did a Christmas party a couple years ago. I do them every year. I did colonial theme, and I found this. It's Martha Washington's apple cake, and it's gonna blow your mind, I promise, okay? So we're gonna start off, I'm gonna finish prepping just real quick. We have apples. It's wild, you guys. This takes about 5 to 6 cups of apples. So we're gonna chop some apples. It's gonna take me a minute. So we're gonna start off with some nice music, okay? Welcome back. So while we're peeling these apples, I just want to give you guys this great idea. I do this anytime I make apple pie, this apple cake, anything with apples. You're gonna take your peelings and your cores, stick them in a pot, some hot water, cinnamon, a little nutmeg. I grab star anise, those cute little stars, pop it on the stove, just keep adding water. You can boil this for the next 2 to 3 days and your house will smell like you're baking this apple cake for the next week and a half. So I'm gonna pop it on the stove now and get the house smelling good. All right, so now that we have all of our apples prepped up, we're gonna start the process. Like I said, simplest cake you're ever gonna do. It's all one bowl and you just kind of keep adding stuff in, all right? So we're gonna start off with our butter. I have a half a cup of butter here. It is softened, not melted, but it's gonna cream with our sugar, so you do want it to be nice and soft, okay? I have 2 cups of sugar, plop her in there. We're gonna cream this on a, I don't know, low, medium speed until it's nice and creamy, and I'll show you what that looks like, okay? Halfway through this process of creaming, we're just gonna slow her down for a second. I put her on a stop. We're gonna add in our vanilla. We have a half a teaspoon, a generous half a teaspoon. We'll plop that in there, and that'll help her cream up a little bit more. All right, here we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you what I meant by creamed, right? It does have some lumps in here. It's not fully creamed up. There are specks, but you can see that it's kind of melted together, okay? Once we add our eggs, it'll look a little bit more smoother. I'll show you what that looks like in just a minute, okay? So we're gonna pop our thing back into lock. I have 2 eggs in here, and we're gonna add them one at a time at a low medium speed until this gets smooth, and we'll show you again what that's gonna look like, okay? Here we go. All right, so this has finished creaming. As we can see, it's kind of given us this loopier, paste texture. That's what we're looking for, okay? So now that we've pasted and pasted. After we've creamed all of our ingredients together, we're gonna go ahead and add our dry ingredients. So we're gonna combine flour, 2 cups. In this little shaker, we got 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon, a teaspoon of nutmeg, half a teaspoon of salt, and half a teaspoon of baking soda. So we'll just flop this in here. And like I said, easiest cake ever. We're gonna pop it on a low speed, mix it in tablespoon at a time until it's just combined. Here we go. All right, so our dough came together. This is more of a dough than a cake batter. That's why you don't want to overmix it, and you just want to mix it until it is just combined. It's not going to look like a lot of dough, and I'm telling you, when you go to add this 5 to 6 cups of apples, chopped apples, all right? We've chopped them up into little kind of, pop them in your mouth. Apple crisp, so good. So we've chopped these up. We have 5 to 6 cups. It's going to look like it's not going to combine. When we put this in our pan, you're going to say, there's no way. That's not gonna bake, there's no cake, it's just apple, it's applesauce. No, it's magic, I promise you, okay? So now we're gonna put this on another low. We're gonna combine our apples into here until they're just done, and then we're gonna put it in a pan. Easiest cake ever. Here we go. combined all of our apples together, and now I have this pre-lined 9x9 baking dish. I just put some parchment paper in the bottom because I don't like to mess with nonstick because it's never not nonstick. Oh no, we're gonna lose some batter. Okay, so as you can see, super thick, lots of apple, not a lot of actual cake batter or dough to this cake. I know it looks crazy. I know you're thinking it's not gonna bake and it's just gonna turn to mush and it's gonna be wild, but I promise you, it does. It bakes all the way through. I just wanna make sure we get all the goodness. Okay, so now I'm just gonna pour this all in our dish. We'll pack it down, level it out. I have preheated the oven to 350 degrees. We'll put her in there for 35, 40 minutes. And when we take her out, you'll see the magic. But in the meantime, we are gonna take our really simple apple cake to the next level, and I'm gonna show you how to make my homemade butterscotch sauce. So stick around. I told you the apple cake is easy. I think so far I've proven to be correct, but now we're gonna step it up a notch because we can't do everything easy. We're gonna have to be a little bit more complicated. Also, this is show-stopping right here, what I'm about to show you, okay? This is my homemade butterscotch sauce. It is so easy. I know it might sound complicated, but it's really very easy. So, I have 1/4 cup of butter, cold, cubed from the fridge. We're gonna pop it in a nice hot pan over medium to medium high. I have 1/2 cup of packed brown sugar, and we're just gonna let this marinate in the pan. It's gonna melt down, and you just want it to be until the sugar is all combined with the butter and melted down. And then we're gonna add our cream, bring it to a boil, and watch the magic. So now that our butter and sugar have melted and combined nicely, I have 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream. We're gonna add this now, and we're gonna slowly stir and combine. It will start to bubble. That's a natural reaction, but you wanna have these small circular motions so that you combine your cream. Keep it low. I find that if you keep your spoon flat, it really helps with splashing. So you're not splashing up the sides of the pan. Let's add a little bit more cream. It's given us this beautiful color. And we are gonna combine this. We're gonna bring it to a boil. We'll let it boil for about a minute, maybe 2, but you do wanna watch it because it can overcook and become burnt. All right, and then we'll pour it out and we'll see this beautiful sauce. All right, so we have made it to this beautiful stage. We're gonna take our butterscotch off of the stove. We'll let it cool down for just a second, but I have this really nice ceramic thing here that I'm just gonna pop our sauce in. Are you ready? It's the pour. It's the pour for me. Oh, you can hear the sizzle. It touched the cold, but it's so beautiful. Look at that beautiful golden brown color. Oh, I can't wait. I know you're gonna wanna dip your finger right in this, okay? Don't do that. It is molten hot sugar, so wait, but it's gonna go on top of our cake, okay? Only 30 more minutes.
Girl, I'm about to have a panic attack. I did the work, it didn't work. That truth, it hurts, that damn it hurts. That lovey-dovey shit was not a fan of it. I'm good with my friends, I don't want a man, girl. I'm in my bed, I'm too fine to be here alone. On the other hand, I know my worth, and now he calling me. Why do I feel like this? What happened to me?
Did you put yourself in timeout? Or do you just like to watch it?
I want to make sure it's doing its thing.
Is she's good in there?
She's good. I don't need to sit in timeout anymore. Video 2, easiest cake you've ever made. And I know that you didn't believe me, right? I know we all said, no, Geraldine, that's never gonna bake. There's too many apples in there. There's not enough batter in there. Listen here. Listen here. It did some magic, and we have a perfectly baked apple cake. Look at all those beautiful, delicious apples inside there. Baked through, it's beautiful. And of course, don't forget, you're awesome. You worked hard for it, so put a lot on there. Look at that butterscotch sauce. It makes it, you guys, it makes it. And really, you could put this on while it's still in the cake pan. And sometimes I like to poke some holes so it seeps inside. All right, video 2, you guys, we made it through. I had fun again. I think I'm gonna come back next time. I think I'll do savory. Or if you have a request, we'll do something else. But I hope you guys have a great day and enjoy.